All right, fellas, welcome back. This video is just going to be called cheat code because that's what it is. It's a cheat code. You guys, this is your roadmap to victory for the vast majority of your games. I think 80+% of people that you play online are going to really struggle trying to counteract the tips that we're going to show in this video, you guys. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing we need to do is our coaching adjustments. We're going to switch auto flip to off, auto align to base, option defense to conservative. And for this video, we're going to change our flats to 25 and our curl flats to 5. You can just leave your hooks to default. We're going to come out in dime 3-2 or dollar. And all we want to do is we're going to make 2 audibles. We're going to do cover 4 quarters, DB fire. Okay? Those are the only 2 plays that we're going to need. And every single play, we're going to come out in double safety go.
Got it. Ready?
Now you'll notice, we're coming out in double safety go. Our safeties come down into the box. That's exactly what we want. That's why we audible from this play. This is the play we're going to use every single time. So we're going to audible to cover 4 quarters. And all we have to do for this play is triangle over the top. Okay? That changes those seam flats into curl flats or quarter flats into curl flats, but they're actually hard flats, right? Because we changed our zone drops. Curl flats are set to 5. So these 2 guys on the outside are going to play the hard flats, right? And then we just hit R1 twice to contain. And then we're going to go take Milano and we're going to put him behind Bernard here, okay? This is the loop blitz. This is how you set it up. It's the perfect defense to run on first down because we have our safeties in the box and they're in run fits in cover 4. And Bernard is going to loop through with insane heat. It's a very, very difficult defense to play against, okay? So let's let this play out. And you can see, because of that pressure, Milano came in, he had to dump it out into the flat. Let's do it again. Remember, we're going to audible, cover 4 quarters. We're going to shade over top, contain. We're going to drag Milano right here. We're going to bring Bernard anywhere down here we want. That's your play art. Remember, those curl flats are playing hard flats because of the way we set our zone drops. Let's let this play out. And you can see we got the pick. Let's see why. Milano was coming in. Let's do it again. So all we have to do is come out and cover 4 quarters, shade over the top, contain, drag Milano behind Bernard here, switch back to Bernard, and let it play out. And remember, those curl flats are actually playing hard flats because of the way we set our zone drops. That loop blitz was coming in. I'll show you really quickly. Devastating heat. Devastating heat. Let's do it one more time. Audible to cover 4 quarters. Shade over top. Contain. Drag Milano over here. And let it play out. Loop blitz got in there. It's vicious, you guys. So now we're going to go to DB fire. And I've said before, Swiss Army knife of defenses, right? You're not going to have to make a lot of adjustments. I'm going to show you 2 ways to run this defense that is going to really help you. You don't want to run that loop blitz all the time. Remember in the last video, we kept the loop blitz in our pocket until 3rd or 4th down, right? And it worked out for us. If you run that loop blitz, even a bad player is going to figure out how to pick it up eventually. So what do you want to do? If you have a heavy inside blitz game, you need to have a heavy outside blitz game. And that's what DB Fire does. Every year, it's tried and true. This defense comes in brutally fast, right? And you don't have to do much to set it up. So we're going to keep the heat. But instead, we're going to go triangle up on the right stick, and we're going to shade over top. Okay, so we're going to play flats, right? Those cloud flats are actually hard flats right now. And then I would suggest taking your middle linebacker and putting him into a middle third. And then all you have to do is drag him over, and he's going to be thinking or worrying about you running that loop blitz, but you're actually bringing heat from the outside. So let's let this play out. Boom. That heat is destructive, and it's a good coverage shell. So let's check it out. Generally speaking, you're going to get heat from the outside, but if you don't get it from the outside, you're going to get it from the defensive ends, right? It's just a tried and true blitz that works every single year, you guys. And now you've mixed up your blitzes. He's not going to know what hit him. He doesn't know what hit him, right? He had a loop blitz coming through the middle, and now he's got blitzes coming from the outside. Let's do it one more time. So we audible to DB fire. We shade over top. We take our middle linebacker, and we put him in a cover 3. And that's all we have to do, except drag Milano over and let the play out. And we get a pick. And you guys, you know how hard it is to get a pick in Madden. That heat is devastating. The quarterback can sense it. And it got picked up pretty well this time. Let's run it one more time. So we're going to audible to DB fire, shade over top, take Milano and put him into a cover 3. We're going to move Milano over here. And that's all we have to do. And we get another pick. Let's do this one more time. We're going to audible to DB fire, shade over top, put Milano in the middle third, drag him over here, and let's let it play out. And the heat just comes screaming in. Let's see it on instant replay. Boom. You guys, it's an awesome play. All right, you guys. So we've shown you play number 1, cover 4 quarters with a meta loop blitz that comes through the middle. We've shown you DB fire with heavy heat from the outside. And so now we're going to drop back into coverage, right? So we're going to audible back to DB fire. And those soft squats, we're going to go triangle down on the right stick to shade underneath. We've turned them into hard flats, which are actually cloud flats because of the way we set our zone drops, right? They're going to be dropping back to 25. And we're going to take our outside guys and we're going to put them into cloud flats or curl flats, right? Which are actually hard flats. Those outside guys are going to play at 5 yards. So those 2 purple zones that you see are going to play in the hard flats. And then we can do whatever we want with our coverage here with Milano or Bernard. I like to take Milano and put him into a cover 3. And all we have to do is drag him over here, come back to Bernard, same look. He's seen heat from the inside, he's seen heat from the outside, and now we're dropping into full coverage, right? Beautiful, beautiful strategy. And again, whatever you want to do with Milano, you can do it. I like to drop him into a middle third most of the time, but you can keep him in a vert hook. You can do whatever you want. You can man him up on a guy, whatever you want. But this is the 3rd version, full coverage. So let's let this play out. And he has to throw it away because the coverage was so tight. There's nothing open. There's nothing open on this play. And the pressure got to him. He had to throw it away. You guys, these 3 plays, these 3 simple plays, that's all you need on defense, right? It's like free safety zone blitz last year was a cheat code. And you can adjust any way you want out of this, but I'm showing you a blueprint where 70-80% of the players you play are going to really struggle against this, right? And if they don't, they're already sweaty players and they know how to stop the loop blitz and they know how to protect against the outside blitz, and you're just in a fair game at that point, right? But this is your cheat code for defense. So let's get to the offense. All right, guys. So cheat code on offense. I did a full video breakdown of this. Bunch strong offset. Please watch that video for all the details because I'm just going to give short versions of these plays in this video. But if you want a deeper breakdown of how to run this offense at a meta level, just go watch that video. So we basically have 4 plays. We've got verts dig, we've got corner strike, we've got wide trail. And if you have flood, if you're running the Bears offensive playbook or custom playbook, you'll also have flood and you have your RPO. So we're going to set our audibles, RPO, flood. We're going to change Seattle to verts dig and wide trail. Okay? And we're always going to come out in corner strike. Always come out in corner strike. So for corner strike, all you have to do is streak your tight end, put your slot receiver on a corner, take your running back and put him into a flat, and I like to drag the outside left receiver. And that's your play arc. And you're just going to look for the seam streak or the double corner, but every route can get open. Even with a horrible throw, touchdown. So now we're going to audible to flood. What you have here is you have a pulling fade streak that's going to really mess with zones. And it's going to get Komet open, right? Komet, this is a money play. Flood is a money play in Madden. It has been. It's a money play in football, right? But this is one of the best. This is probably the best flood play in the entire game, right? Easy, easy, easy. All right, so now we're going to audible to verts dig. Consistently, this is one of the best offensive plays in Madden, bar none. Okay, all you have to do is drag your tight end, put your slot receiver on a post, and streak your running back. And you've created a perfect play. Again, go back and watch my bunch strong offset video, which has all the details of all these plays. But essentially, you have an out route streak on the outside that if it's not covered with flats, you just hit him right away. If it's a cover 0 man, he's going to fry his man most of the time for a deep touchdown. You have a high-low read over the middle with the drag and the post that it makes life hell for the user. And with Odunze's route and your slot receiver's route, the post, you've created space in the middle that your running back is going to fill. It is almost impossible to cover this play unless you specifically know it's coming, and even then it is a pain. It's just a killer play. And now, wide trail, the best man-beating play in the game. Every single route fries man coverage. I will either block my running back or put him on a flat, depending on the pressure that I'm getting. This is an all-out blitz. I want you guys to see, even when we take our running back and throw him out there, we can still hit big. You're going to be reading your slot receiver first because that corner route can fry man, and if it is a cover 0 blitz, it's generally going to be close to a touchdown, if not a touchdown. You got your drag, you got your Texas route, you have your flat route coming out of the backfield, and don't forget about more on that deep post. Every single one of these routes can fry man. And you can see, go back and watch that video to see it in all its glory. And now we're going to audible to our RPO. If you see the zones, the defensive backs backed off like this, and you see that there's space, you see that nobody is biting toward your guy, you just audible to this and you just throw it to Odunze. It's also a great inside run. It's an awesome RPO, slightly nerfed from last year, but still extremely effective. We'll run it one more time. And you guys, that RPO can break big. We'll do it one more time. So you guys, this is it. This is your cheat code. Bunch strong offset. Meta offense always has been, always will be. Well, it always has been. It was last year. It will be this year. It will always be a meta offense as long as they have it in the game. The spacing is just amazing. Go back and watch that video if you don't know how to run it. That offense, if you get good at it, practice one play every night for 10 or 15 minutes, and you will see that your game goes to the next level. Okay? As far as defense goes, it's a roadmap. It's a cheat code. Cover 4 quarters with the loop blitz. You can't beat it, man. It's awesome. It's a great run defense. It's a great pass defense, right? Switching in to DB fire, you've got your outside blitz, whereas cover 4 quarters was the loop blitz coming from the inside. DB fire, we're bringing heat from the outside, right? You have to mix up your blitzes in this game. This is a great way to do it. And then we have the ability for our third way of running our defense is to take DB fire and turn it into coverage. Double mabling both sides. You guys, this is a cheat code. You are going to beat most players running that offense and running that defense, okay? And if you run into somebody who understands what you're doing, it's still going to be difficult for them. You're still in the game. You're just maybe on even footing, right? It's a cheat code. I don't like cheat codes, but in my opinion, this is the way to play defense anyway. You know, and all you have to do is just make some simple adjustments out of that if you get better and you're running into a sweaty game. And for offense, that's my offense. If I'm playing competitively, I'm running bunch strong offset, right? It's almost impossible to stop. I don't care who you are. It's almost impossible to shut down. So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for the next one. And as always, have a great day.